If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, the Innkeeper, and this is our live call and talk show all about the Wheel of Time. And it happens to be the final night before the final episode. Yes, we're before the finale, if you will. So before we get started here, before I introduce my wonderful guests tonight, let me just remind you of one thing we have coming up here at the Dusty Wheel. This is going to be tomorrow. I hope you'll join us. This will be a lot of fun. It will be Brandon Sanderson and myself will be reacting live to the season finale. It'll be a little watch party with discussion afterwards. Should be a blast. This is actually happening at 9 p.m. Eastern, our typical time that we do our after show. But this time it'll be Brandon and I. We talked about doing this. We were going to actually do this at the first. I think we talked about doing this for like maybe the first 3 episodes that dropped, and it just wasn't possible. So we're finally going to do that. I can't wait. So that's tomorrow night. I hope you'll come join us once you've watched it, and hopefully see our reactions to the show. Okay, that's all I wanted to announce tonight. We're going to be talking all about the teaser trailer. There are some images out there that we're not going to be talking about. Please leave those out of chat. Don't bring those into the conversation of chat here. We want to keep that. At least a place that's mostly spoiler-free, if you will. But we will be talking about the teaser trailer and some of the images that were released tonight. And to do that with me, let me welcome my wonderful 2 guests to the Dusty Wheel. Marcy, thank you for being here. And Chichij, thank you very much also for being here. How you doing?
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. How are you both doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm great. It's early morning here.
I know it's early morning for you. Yeah, it's late in the evening for you, Marcy. So, well, welcome both of you. We're obviously here at the finale, if you will, right before the finale. And what I want to do tonight is talk about the trailer. We're going to play that for everyone here. If you haven't seen it, we're going to be breaking it down. And then we're also going to look back at everything that's happened. We're going to be taking some calls from those of you out there, giving away some mugs, just having fun tonight. Basically, the last night before we get the final episode. So, Chichij, how are you feeling about the fact that we're at the final episode of the first season?
Okay, so I am excited, and then I kind of have a longing feeling. Okay, it's gonna end tomorrow, and then what we are gonna do? But definitely we will be talking about all the spoilers and all the news and everything, and we will wait for season 2. So I'm excited.
Yeah, Marcy, you ready for the next? I guess I've heard this being called the longing, if you will. It's on Twitter of time. Are you ready for another 12 plus months waiting for season 2?
I refuse to accept that it's going to be that long. I'm super excited, but like super devastated, so I'm not sure how to feel. But it's gonna be great.
Yeah, we've done it before, right? And this is for those of you that never waited for a book. Marcy, did you wait for a book to come out? I can't remember how
No,
long you've been reading them. Okay. Okay,
I mean,
so
I've waited for other books to come out, and that's
right.
torture.
It's basically like that. Yeah, I'm excited for that, but I guess I've felt this way before, and I guess we're looking forward to that. So why don't we jump in and actually watch the trailer together? What we typically do is we watch this maybe 1 or 2 times, and okay, I'll be honest, it's like 2 or 3 times. We watch it, and then I'll come back, Marcy, and let's probably start with you and just ask you, what part of the trailer do you want to kind of focus on first? So enjoy this. If you haven't seen it, this is the preview from Amazon Prime. Enjoy.
The Dark One is waking. The whole world will burn.
Rand may be the dragon. All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many?
There must be at least 5,000 to 10,000.
What is it? It's just another sign that the Dark One's strength is building.
They are calling for all women who can channel.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Are you ready?
Do it again.
The Dark One is waking. The whole world will burn.
Rand may be the dragon. All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many?
There must be at least 5,000 to 10,000.
What is it? It's just another sign that the Dark One's strength is building.
They are calling for all women who can channel.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Are you ready?
Okay, there it is. We've watched it a couple times there, Marcy. Was there a part that stuck out to you in the trailer itself that you wanted to kind of take a closer look at?
Rosamund Pike is stunning, but she looks 2 different kinds of stressed out. It almost looks like she's getting sick. I don't know what's going on, but I need to know.
This moment here, yeah.
Poor Moiraine.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting question. What happens to Moiraine? This question's come up a lot here. Do you think that something will happen to Moiraine here? Like, do you think a lot of people have referenced other TV series, and it's like this is the finale, and so the question is, is there something big that's going to happen? I see you shaking your head. Do you think that is?
I mean, it's hard to say. I keep hearing that people think that she's still being affected by the dagger, because she kind of looks a little rough. If possible for her, but I think that's stress. I don't think that's necessarily the dagger. I can't even begin to guess. I have no idea. I don't think anything's going to happen to her, but I just feel bad for her.
Okay, I'm going to ask everybody this. So I'm going to end this poll. I asked this poll to begin the show. I said, have you seen the spoiler images from episode 8? We won't be discussing those tonight. I know some of you in chat have seen them. As you can tell, 52%, half of our crowd tonight that answered this poll has not seen them. So we're not going to spoil the show for them. If you want to go check out those images, they're on the internet. You can go find them. If you want to, I would recommend that you don't if you don't want any spoilers, because I have seen them and there's significant things that are spoiled there. So let me end this poll. Let me ask everybody this question and go to you, Chitij. Do you think that that Moraine's in danger at this point?
No, I don't think so. Basically, what I feel like is she's pretty much aware of the tower politics. Okay. And she just kind of had said goodbye to Siuan. And after that, she has been putting up with the 5 kids from 2 Rivers, right? And she knows that she is taking the dragon to basically to his doom. So I think all of these things are affecting her basically mentally and physically. This is what I feel. So I don't think there's any threat to Moiraine right now.
Okay, let me ask everybody if people think that there's something might happen. I'm seeing some comments here. The blight, like you said, maybe the blight's affecting her. You both kind of mentioned that piece. Something to do with the blight is what I'm seeing a lot of people say in chat. We'll We'll see what people kind of like generally. I mean, it's a very general question. They'll be like, I know somebody out there is saying, will anything happen to her? Yeah, she'll stub her toe. I'm waiting for some silly answers. Okay, so Moiraine is obviously an interesting question as far as what happens in episode 8. Chitij, was there something else in the teaser trailer we just watched that's kind of interesting to you that you wanted to focus on?
That Lan and Nynaeve discourse.
Okay, yeah. Let me tell me what you thought about that, and I'll try to find that spot for everybody here.
So basically, Lan asked where how we can find them, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's listen to that again here. Let me play that for everybody.
All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many? There must.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's a good one to point out. Tell me how to find them is what we hear him say. Yeah. So yeah, go to speak to this.
In episode 7, we saw what happened between Lan and Nynaeve, and we were expecting that famous scene from the book 1, but we didn't get that. So maybe in this episode, Nynaeve will hesitate, or she will propose to Lan, and that famous scene will play here.
Yeah, you think that's what's going to happen here? Yeah, sorry, did I lose you there?
No, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is, and I saw this. I think we both saw this image, and I did see that on Twitter. A lot of people kind of wondered, Marcy, is that what you think is happening in this moment?
I think when the them that they're trying to find, Lan is not going to let Moiraine go anywhere without him. Nynaeve's not going to let Lan go anywhere without her. Egwene's going to follow Nynaeve. Perrin's going to follow her. So I think that's him referring to, like, let's find them. We're heading to the Blight. They're not doing this without us.
Yeah, it's by the way, I saw Moldy Spoon in chat said that's a rigged poll. Will anything happen to Moiraine in finale? It's anything can be anything, right? So 54% still said no. Let me ask that question as far as will follow. You think Nynaeve will follow Lan basically? You think Lan's going to leave? And yeah, okay.
Actually, and we'll follow her.
We have tell me how to find them. That is kind of that's suggestive here. What would the question be to chat here? To your point, will anyone in addition to Lan go look for their friends? Go look for Rand and Moiraine. How about that? Will anyone among our main cast?
No, actually, my question was: will Nynaeve hesitate? Just because what happened between them in in episode 7.
Yeah, will she hesitate in what way?
Okay, so basically she knows that Moiraine has taken Rand, and Lan is definitely going to follow Moiraine. And maybe she will, I think that she knows that, okay, they are going to their certain doom, and she will propose there, and then we might get that famous discourse between them about, okay, I can't be with you, and this thing.
Yeah, and I think that is a very good theory. I saw this Undergirls asking as far as spoiler or no spoilers tonight. This is how spoilers are working. As you can tell, the little message I put at the top of chat, spoiler level tonight is episodes 1 through 7 plus episode 8 trailer. So anything within the trailer itself and episodes 1 to 7 we can discuss. And as far as the books, if you guys are wondering book spoilers, we're going to keep within books 1 and maybe 2. So anything beyond 1 and 2, we'll try to inform the audience about, and we'll put a banner up if anything's going to be spoiled beyond that, and we'll let you know. So, but we'll be touching on some book spoilers just because obviously we're touching on the end of the Eye of the World story itself. So, it's going to happen if you're here and you haven't read the Eye of the World. Stuff's going to be spoiled from the books. So, I like it. I like this idea of Lan, and I love Marcy. I like your theory that then it's going to kind of create this idea of everyone's following everyone, if you will. Is there another part of the trailer or the teaser so far, Marcy, that stood out to you that you want to kind of examine?
It's not necessarily that I want to examine. Like super excited about like some swordplay. Very excited about that. But
like,
I'm
actually, yeah. Go ahead.
It's so bizarre to hear him. Lord Agelmar say like it's the final battle, like just you wait, friend, just you wait. I'm just excited for action. I'm super excited.
Yeah, this does seem to promise something, right? Like what we've seen here. Let's watch that trailer again just to kind of just get a feel for what the action might look like.
The Dark One is waiting. The whole world will burn.
Rand may be the dragon. All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many? There must be at least 5 to 10,000.
What is it? It's just another sign that the Dark One's strength is building.
They are calling for all women who can channel.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I saw like 4 more parts we have to talk about there, like including the fades. We got to get to the fades, everybody. We need to talk about the fades. So I'm gonna go back to Marcy. The point of action there, we see a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in Tarwin's Gap there. That part I think, from a book perspective, I'm looking forward to a lot too. Is that piece? Do you think we're going to get similar things that happen in the book happen in the show as far as Tarwin's Gap and Rand is concerned?
I mean, it's hard to say. I definitely think the season is going to end with, right now, like Rand is, like the sheep herder who just fell into this situation. I feel like by the end of episode 8, he's going to be a little more like, people are going to see him more as a threat, and realize how powerful he could potentially be. We don't know. We don't know unless you read the books, but we'll see.
See, that was good. You you stayed pretty soft there on any spoilers. Yeah.
Wording.
Do you think that we're going to get kind of the Rand interaction we get from the book when it comes to Tarwin's Gap?
No, I don't think so.
Why would
because because the fight is happening there, right? And as far as the book is concerned, no one knows Rand is the Dragon Reborn except like the inner circle, right? And if the stuff plays out from the book in the show, it's pretty much out in open, right? And I don't think it will then put much emphasis later when with all the things happening around Tyr and the Hall. So I don't think they will be going there to Tarwin Gap.
Interesting, like to kind of still keep that because if they did, right, then everyone would know in world.
Yes.
And you think that they're going to avoid that? Okay, I like it. Yeah, I want to see what people have to say about that in chat here. Will we see Rand at Tarwin's Gap?
We got to go out with a bang, and I can't imagine it ending mid-battle.
Right. You don't want that to happen. I got you.
That absolutely cannot happen.
Okay, I feel like we have to talk about this scene here because this is ridiculous. We have what looks like. Let's play this through, everybody. It definitely looks like.
That's the scene I'm talking about. She really looks uncomfortable there.
Oh, the scene that comes right after. Yeah. You have this. What looks like two fades, right? Killing people that I don't recognize here. Can we tell where this is at? I guess that's another question. For those of you in chat, that's some question to answer here. Do you know where this is happening at? I mean, this definitely looks like it's inside of a building. I need to go match these lights behind them. Chittage or Marcy, do you recognize this place where this is happening?
No, I think it's in the hall.
You think this is in the hall?
Yes.
When the hall, you mean the main hall that they enter? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see if I can't find an image of that. Marcy, do you think that's where this happened?
I don't know. My initial reaction was Fal Dara, but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I'll try to find that as we're going here. But while I try to find that here, I'm trying to look at what some of the answers. Inside Fal Dara, is this the Fal Dara attack is what Undergirl is seeing. My guess is it's Fade's early Great Hunt setup. Looks like Fal Dara to me. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Fal Dara here. Maybe I'll jump to that one. Will we see Rand at Tarwin's Gap? 70% of those that have answered so far are saying yes. I'm going to end that poll, everybody. But yeah, that seems to be kind of I mean, I'm guessing most of us have read the books, so where is this Fade attack happening? Is there any other place you'd suggest other than Fal Dara? Are there any other? Is that like? Yeah, go ahead.
There's a point where he says that we're calling for all women who can channel. If they were even like remotely near Tarvalon or Tarvalon, I guess, that wouldn't be an issue. So I feel like we've got to be. I think it's Fal Dara.
Okay, I'll just ask. I'm seeing a lot of people. A lot of people saying Fal Dara at this point. I don't see any. I mean, like you said, Tarvalon is an interesting kind of in addition to option there, but I didn't see like a ton of options. But you see Perrin. What's interesting, you see he's coming here, and then you also have Perrin running down the hallway. Any thoughts here, Chitij, what's happening here with Perrin?
No, actually, I don't have any.
Yeah.
Basically, particularly in this, because if he is running to protect them from the fates, I don't think it's in continuity. Is it in continuity?
Well, we don't know if it's they could be messing with us here, right? He could be running to do any number of things, right? So yeah, that's not necessarily. They definitely connected them here in this. Marcy, any thoughts, any theories on what Perrin might be running for?
He's my wolf brother. Perrin's my guy. But ironically, I think I like the characters more in the show than I do in the books, and Perrin is the exception to that, and he's my favorite. So when it comes to Perrin at this point, I have zero theories, zero thought. Like, I have no clue what he's thinking, what he's feeling. Like, I have zero, nothing, no idea. You
don't know where they're taking it, basically.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Is that getting to you, that you kind of don't have a good feel?
I'm emotional. I'm trying to be.
Is it that you feel like they just haven't kind of made it clear where they want to take him, or it's just not kind of the book route that you're expecting?
I just feel like he just seems like so tormented, and like I know that which fair enough given his show circumstances, that makes more than enough sense. I don't know. I with the lack of Elias, there's just so many things that in the books that kind of set up where Perrin's going, and I feel like in the show he's just kind of like out there. Like, we don't know what he's feeling, what he's thinking. And Rafe did say he was the most difficult character to write. So I'm just kind of lost with my wolf brother.
I'm seeing like Ashta Jordan just said maybe Perrin is running to and trying to save Egwene, who stayed behind to help protect, which would explain why she was there. They're calling for all women who can channel. So Perrin running to, Kirwi said it looks like a running to tell someone something, running towards the Fate attack. That's all good options there. Chitij, anything come up to you while everyone was asking questions?
Can we double back to that scene when Loyal is saying that they are calling all women?
Yeah, we can. Let me jump over there and we can kind of watch that, or kind of focus on that section again.
Brother.
Brother book. That's right. So let me I'll get that spot with it's like probably like right at the end, isn't it, or something. Post that for everyone here. There it is. Found it. Here we go, everybody. This is the part you wanted to see, right?
They are calling for all women who can channel.
So let me back that up. What did you want to kind of focus on here?
Okay, so who is talking to here? It's Egwene, right?
Oh yeah, good question. Yeah, people are saying Egwene. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Egwene. So it means that Egwene is staying to protect them, right? And Nynaeve is following Lan. So who actually is following Rand and Moiraine, or who are staying in the tower? Because if they are calling all the women to channel, it means it includes Nynaeve as well, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. This is a good question of who's going, who's staying. I know, Marcy, you were in the kind of camp of Nynaeve's definitely going to follow Lan here. People have said this is Egwene here. Do you believe that, Marcy?
Yeah, I can see the braid.
Yeah, it does seem like there is a.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely there is bread.
into the imagery, but I just cannot and refuse to believe that Egwene would be behind when everyone else is going. Like, I just can't imagine her being like, "Oh, I'll stay here." Like, no. Rand, her man is out there. Nynaeve, like, more or less her sister out there. Like, I can't imagine Egwene just like sitting tight.
No, not sitting tight. She will be helping people from Fal Dara to fight the army and faiths. And
Right.
those who are going to the Blight will be like joining Moiraine and Rand. So I think Lan will be following with Nynaeve, or will Nynaeve and Egwene both stay and help that Trolloc and Fed army?
This is a good point. Kerwi says, I don't think Nynaeve would leave Egwene for Lan. So that's an interesting point too. If Egwene stays, does Nynaeve stay? Let me go to this poll question. Is the Fate attack happening in Fal Dara? 95% of you were like, yeah, that's where I think it's happening. So there you go. A couple of people have mentioned, like I saw this one also, this shot behind, Alvazir says, looks like an evacuation behind them. I think the women will fight. Oh, and they're saying there's several women on the field. Let's go look at
Yes.
that. Let's go look at that shot. Light Friend says that. Let's see if we can't show that here on screen. You're talking about this shot, right?
Yes.
It's a little bit past this. Sorry, everybody. Bear with me. Right there is what you're saying. In that lower left-hand corner, you see three individuals down there. It looks like you definitely see Amalisa, I think, down there, from a previous shot that we have. Either one of the images or from this trailer. So your thought is that Loyal's talking to Egwene there, and people are saying, would
Yes.
Nynaeve follow Egwene or not? So I got to ask that question here. Let me quickly ask everybody in that chat. Would Nynaeve go after Lan and leave Egwene? Would Nynaeve go after Lan and leave Egwene? How about that? We'll just say yes or no on that question.
Because
I see you shake your head,
seen,
Marcy. You're like, no.
because I haven't seen any promotional still for the episode 8. So I don't have any idea who is where. So basically, all my assumptions are based on this trailer only. I haven't seen any promotional photo.
We're going to stay in this trailer. We're going to go to a couple of images, but I think the images are pretty supplementary to what supplemental to what we've seen so far. So it's not anything it's not really anything that's going to add to it. I did see this comment. Let me post this. Let's cover a couple comments here from chat. Rand Althor said, I don't think we'll see Rand at Tarwin's Gap. The ending title didn't have anything at all for the rest of the group. So to do so, I think the show will change that by giving it to the girls. Rand Althor, thanks for your tip. Yeah, what do you think about that, Marcy? That idea of, when you go back to the books, how it ends, there's really nothing that anyone's doing. I mean, there's a fight with the two Forsaken that comes up, but it's not like they do much, if you will, in that moment. This is really about Rand's ending. Do you think that makes it likely then that they've split these things up? Because I know you said you kind of thought that maybe this was they'd all follow. Do you like the idea of a potential split, or do you still kind of lean towards, no, they should all follow?
My initial thought was that, we're going to go out with a bang for the finale. However, we could also go out with a cliffhanger where we get to the point right where Rand is about to do what he needs to do and leave it there. And if that's the case, then we need season 2 to start in like a month. So I don't know. I'm stressed.
You're stressed about it? Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of people. I saw this. Ashta said in chat, said Nynaeve wouldn't go after, basically Lan because she's guiding him when that Lan scene saying, tell me where to find them or something to that effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, let's see. I'm going to make this comment. I want to make sure I'm not spoiling anything here. Okay. So William said, thank you very much for the tip. Sorry, Chidij, that this is over your face on the screen. I think Lan wants to find Moiraine and Nynaeve wants to find Rand. They leave without telling the others, but find a gathering Trolloc army and race back to warn Fal Dara. That's another kind of idea that maybe he can't get through potentially. Maybe they want to leave, if you will. Chidij, what do you think about that idea? Do you think that maybe there's kind of some people wanting to leave but can't?
Okay, so it depends if it's happening after they know that that attack is happening or before. Because if they are leaving before the attack, it makes sense. Maybe it's like they see the army midway and they double back to warn and Lan leaves. But if I don't think it will happen once they learn about that. Nynaeve won't leave. Nynaeve and Egwene will stay, Lan will follow, and doubling back to that Randall Thar's comment, I don't think that Rand and Tarwin gap scene will happen in the show, because honestly, it doesn't make any sense to do that big reveal to the everyone. Okay.
You think it's too much time spent doing that kind of thing? Yeah,
yes.
That makes sense. Chris Philosopher said, said trailers are unreliable narrators. Yeah, how many times have the trailers kind of pointed us in the wrong direction the entire time? So I agree. I like that comment a lot. I know there were some other comments here. I'll try to find those. I don't want us to get too far out from the comments. I see some people already waiting on the phone lines. I know you're there. You all know the number to call. So some of you are trying to get a head start. Thank you very much, Loyal's Library. Appreciate the tip. That was very nice of you. Zeus, let me make sure your comment here has no potential spoilers here. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Between the two scenes, call for women who can channel and the comment, are you ready? I think we'll see some linking at the gap. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Okay. Marcy, do you like that idea?
I don't know if I am on board with it, but I like it.
Okay. Let's throw Beth's comment up here. This goes back to Perrin. I wonder if Perrin will be the one to discover Padan Fain is up to no good. He's the one who saw him last week in Fal Dara, foreshadowing. Okay. Yeah, that's a great comment. Let me go to about 400 of you voted on this. Marcy, you're not seeing chat. Let me ask you on this. What do you think people answered? Would Nynaeve go after Lan and leave Egwene? What do you think people said?
I have faith in this community.
Go for it. What did you think?
That everybody agrees that they're all going. They're all going.
Okay. Yeah.
To be fair, Moiraine masked her and Lance bond, and Nynaeve clearly is an excellent tracker. So I feel like Lan would be like, listen, I need your help. And they're going to go together. Egwene's not going to let that happen. Perrin's going to be like, no, Egwene's not going without me. There's just... And what's Egwene going to do alone in Fal Dara? What is she going to do? They're calling for women who can channel, and she's included in that group. So
yeah,
I'm stressed.
You're stressed about it. I get it. Would Nynaeve go after Lan and leave Egwene? 70% of you said no. That's what your answer was. This is, I think this is a fun question. Let's ask everybody. Beth, thank you very much for your comment here. Beth asked or mentioned, I wonder if Perrin will be the one to discover Padan Fain is up to no good. He's the one who saw him last week in Fal Dara, so I guess we can say was Perrin's seeing of Fain in episode 7, foreshadowing for this episode. Let's ask that question to the people in chat. And I think we have one or two more comments I missed. Let me try to find those, everybody. This one, yeah, go ahead, Marcy.
Because of he sees Padan Fain and it clicks and he's like, oh no, I gotta get in there. Maybe that's why he's running.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it'll be interesting to see what people think about that. Beth, nice point on that one. This one comes from Rant Almore. Said, if Rand doesn't channel in the gap, it'll hurt. Yeah. So let me ask you that. Let's step back. We've been doing this now for I don't know how long, right? We've been doing this at the Dusty Wheel for 2.5 years. We've all been sitting here watching these episodes for the last 6 weeks. Chidij, is there a change from the books so far that's physically hurt? Is there one that's just a change? You're just oh man, that was I really wanted that.
Honestly, no.
Nothing. Okay.
No.
Okay. For those
Actually,
of you,
I am.
for it.
I had this expectation of Moiraine telling the weep for Manhattan story, that whole narration, but they did convert it in a song, and I was okay. It's good. I
So
don't have
nothing.
any. Yeah, no. Actually, honestly, not. I am very much satisfied and very much happy with the adaptation,
Okay.
and whatever change they are incorporating, it's good one. It's good for the show. It's good for us. It will help us in getting more seasons. So I understand.
I like it. And that's I'm seeing Mary said Lila hurt me, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, to you, Marcy, was there something from the books that we didn't see, just like Rantown Moore's comment, where you were just like, oh, I was really counting on that scene?
I did want to meet Elias. And I
Elias,
just
yeah.
don't think it's going to happen. That's a little heartbreaking.
Yeah, I saw that show up in chat just as you said that. Someone else had kind of concurred. The Waygates hurt me, said Lamp Cutie Pie. Yeah, I totally get that. The let's see, what else do I see here? Trying to see if there's any other. Nope. Okay, Nicole said nope, nothing hurt. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm going to ask everybody that question. We've gone to this next comment. Was Perrin seeing a Fain in episode 7 foreshadowing for this episode? 95% of you are, are saying yes. Did anything absent from book to adaptation hurt you physically? I'm not laughing that it did. I'm just saying, I'm trying to think of what hurt me as far as the changes. I got my Matt and Rand stuff that I really wanted. That's for sure. I think I would have liked. I really wanted kind of more wolves in this. I wanted maybe it's the Perrin stuff, that Perrin's storyline hasn't developed as far as I would have hoped or wanted. So I think over the season I've been like, oh man, I really they've done a good job, I think, of pulling a lot of storylines forward. And so we're getting kind of some depth, if you will, in some, certain characters that we didn't have before. But it's Perrin's that, to me, I'm missing that. Not that we got a ton of depth, but he had more of a story, it felt like, in the books about his connection with the wolves. But again, that's what's interesting is this question that I asked, over 200 of you voted, and it's kind of surprising me. I don't know why I'm so surprised by that. Okay, well, I'm gonna let that one go for a while. That shocked me. Maybe I'm just too jaded with all the comments I read out there. But okay, I think I missed this comment, but let me just tell you. It's Wiley Todd said, "Hi, new Wheel of Time fan here. So is the show good enough for me to go straight to the second book instead of starting from book 1?" Okay, Chitij, what do you think? If somebody wanted just to go right to book, I guess we don't really know what the ending is yet. But if somebody wanted to jump in right at book 2 from the end of this season, do you think that they would have a decent kind of pathway into book 2, or would you recommend?
Yeah, definitely they can move with the book.
Okay, Marcy, do you feel the same?
Absolutely not.
Marcy's like, no.
I always think that the books are better than any adaptation. You get so much more with books, so many more details, all the internal stuff going on, especially with Perrin, my guy. So I highly recommend starting, but I will say I would start with book 1, but I would be very patient with it because I feel like it's a slow burn, and once you hit your stride, you're good to go. But yeah, I wouldn't skip the first book. There's just too much that's been altered in the show that it feels really, really integral. I would read books. Always read the books.
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry. I thought that I didn't hear that question properly. They want to skip book 1?
Yeah, skip book 1 and go right into book 2.
that is like a blasphemy. They can't.
Okay. Apparently, my guests say no. Go right in. I am seeing some people say this, that Robert Jordan does do a good job of recapping us all the way through the series. So you're not going to miss key components of the world, because he's going to tell you what the one power is again, and he's going to tell you what the Aes Sedai, and he's going to tell you things about the characters that you don't necessarily need to go and find out. So I would say you could absolutely, if you're still out there, Wiley Todd. don't think you necessarily have to go back and read book 1, but you should go back and read 1. I think just from a context standpoint, I think it's fun, but I think you would catch up if you would. I know. Yeah, go ahead, Marcy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I think too, it's very contingent on how the finale episode goes as well.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that we'll be able to better answer that question afterwards. About 400 people have voted on this. Did anything absent from the book adaptation hurt you physically? Obviously, this was a little tongue-in-cheek for those of you out there. I saw a comment like physically is odd in this context. It's meant to be a little bit odd. It's meant to just say like, was there something so meaningful that it almost felt like physical hurt, if you would, physical pain. This is almost 400 voted and said 60% said no, 40% said yes. Okay, I thought that was going to be flipped, honestly. Okay.
Actually, in my case, I have lowered my expectation for like a year. So basically, I work under the assumption, okay, we won't be getting this, and when I'm getting it just enhance my excitement. So I am working like that. It's better to do that. Although I do wanted more Matt and Rand in the inns and that village scenes. Okay, but still I got some scenes, so it's like okay, good.
Yeah, no, I think that's well put. A lot of us have been, at least I feel that way. A lot of us have been talking about this daily for like a couple of years. So a lot of us were prepared for some changes, and so I think maybe has softened the blow a little bit. Because I can tell when fans out there have not been following it, and all these things are really new to them. Like absolutely, it's hard to kind of imagine being back there and feeling that same way of like, wait, what if I didn't know these 300 things, right? About, Rafe answers and all this stuff. Like, how would it have felt then? It's kind of hard to know, but I get it. I get it. I saw 2 more questions come in. Let me or comments. Zeus, thank you very much. Said, I really missed Lord Agomar's version of who Lan actually is. Was nice coming from Lan direct, but the book version is more epic and makes him more badass. So, yeah, Marcy, I see you shaking your head. Did you want that to happen?
Side note, something that they added to the show that wasn't in the books was physically uncomfortable for me, but I digress.
Gotcha. Okay.
As far as Agomar goes, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the show in general, so I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. No, that was a callback definitely to that question. And Village Mattress said it's highly unlikely to happen, but I would like to see the Green Man. So, yes. I'm kind of curious who wants to see the Green Man. I see, I see some people kind of. I don't have any special attachment to the Green Man, honestly. So
me too.
Did for a minute, but my commentary on that might be a little spoilery. Oh, okay, we can talk about book spoilers.
You can talk about if it's like book 1, book 2, you can talk about a book spoiler. But if it goes beyond that, let's tell people and let's give them a banner heads up.
Then I'm fine if he does not show up because I really don't need the heartache. So it's fine. He's not around.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I like that. And then Samantha said, and I like this comment. Samantha said, I need some more of Lan's poetry. I will hate the man you choose because he is not me and love him if he makes you smile. Also, Fal Dara baths. Samantha wanted a bath scene. And maybe, like people are saying, you might get that scene, that shot that we saw of them. That's what Chichij was saying about that. So I like it.
I need that scene.
By the way, Tam loves cats. Love the polls, more polls. This is a running... sorry, go ahead. Yeah, Marcy.
Cats?
Say that?
Someone's name is Tam loves cats?
Tams loves cats, yeah.
Oh, I have to be best friends with that person. Okay.
There you go. So Tams loves cats. That's you have a best friend in the making right here. So this last comment, and then we're going to jump back to the teaser trailer. There's a couple things to still go through. We have some people waiting to call in. If you're still here and with us, we're doing like 2 mug giveaways tonight. That's what we do on Wednesday evenings. And just as a reminder, for those of you that might have missed this at the beginning, if you joined us afterwards, this is happening tomorrow. Brandon and I at 9 p.m. Eastern will be doing... Yeah, we're watching the season finale. A little watch party. You can see our reactions to it, and then we'll have a discussion afterwards. So if you missed that, join us tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. Let me jump actually to the trailer. Let's watch it one more time, everybody, because I don't feel like we've necessarily touched on all of it. So let's enjoy this trailer one more time.
The Dark One is waiting. The whole world will burn.
Rand may be the dragon. All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many? There must be at least 5 to 10,000.
What is it? It's just another sign that the Dark One's strength is building.
They are calling for all women who can channel.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Are you ready?
There it is. Okay, what stuck out to you that time? Chitij, was there something else that stuck out to you that we haven't kind of talked through?
That woman in the tower. Is it Moiraine?
Ooh, the
Hooded figure. Hooded figure.
The hooded figure in the tower. Is it right near the end? Oh,
yes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we have not talked about that. So that right there. Sorry, I'm like getting to it. This is the figure you're talking about. Interesting. He knows where we are. I love it when they leave some text there. Not that this is relevant to it, but they've done this many times in their trailers. Thoughts on who this is? Who do you think this is, Chitij?
I have no idea.
Marcy, do you have any idea?
My first thought was Matt because I refused when Matt disappeared. But surely it's not Matt. So I don't know. Maybe it's someone. I don't know. No good theories.
I thought, and maybe I'm wrong here. Let me go look this one up while people kind of give some answers here. Are those statues? Where are those statues from? I guess is that were outside of that where that person was walking. Does that look familiar to you? Those that you saw there? Well, that's really weird. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find this other trailer because there was a trailer that they released. I want to say it was the day before this. Oh, I just saw everybody say, yeah, it's Matt. I see Tom Marilyn. Lanfear is what somebody threw up here. Okay. This feels like a poll. 400 of you voted who wants to see the Green Man. 66% said yes. So there you go. Okay. I'm in the minority there. I could go either way. It doesn't bother me either way. So who is the stranger in the black cloak here, or dark cloak, whatever it is? And let's tell you who we're talking about. I'll show you again this image right here. We're seeing those statues, and I guess
Can
you
you
get
play this part again in video?
Yeah, we can play the video again here.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Okay, it's definitely not Moiraine.
Let me ask everybody who is the stranger right here. I saw Matt. I think I saw Tom, Lanfear, someone else is the options here. Everybody, we'll ask the community in chat and see what they have to say. So, okay, and then I swear I'm gonna find the thing I'm looking for. It's always fun to try to find it, live, because why not? It's this one, right?
Getting closer. The Dark One's strength is building.
The last battle is here.
All 5 of you have a part to play.
I promise you, when your life's on the line, the power will be there.
The Wheel of Time, only on Prime Video.
I actually like I think I like this trailer better.
This trailer is what made me think that it was Matt in the hooded cloak.
I love this shot right here of the wall. That's a great shot. And then like here, right? Because this is what we're asking here. So yeah, exactly. This definitely looks like Nynaeve.
Both of them are staying. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, to that question when Loyal says to them, all 5 of you have a part to play. Although that's not the voice that we see. And then we get the shot of Matt here, which you do see behind him some kind of archway. So yeah, I think this is when people were throwing out Matt. I think they were referencing that piece here. Yeah, this trailer, if you haven't seen this one's up on social media. This one came out, I think, Monday, I want to say. So, and let me catch up on what people are saying here. Okay. So someone else is 43% and Matt is 44%. Okay, so people think that maybe even looking at those trailers, I wonder if now people would answer differently now that they see that. But people are mentioning that the narration sounds, all 5 of you have a part to play. Let's listen to that narration here really quickly again.
We're getting closer. The Dark One's strength is building.
The last battle is here.
All 5 of you have a part to play.
5 of you have a part to play. Any ideas, Chitij, whose voice that is?
No.
That I see people kind of like, people think that maybe it's Matt's voice. I want to see what people have to say in chat here while we, 1 second. Let me send that answer over. And so far, it's getting up close to 400 votes. Still in that 46-42. Matt's starting to pick up some ground there. Maybe after that trailer. I should probably ask it again after that trailer.
So the question will be, what's Matt doing there? Is it that is he there to free Padan Fain?
Ooh, free. Well, where do you think that is? I guess is maybe my question to you. Where do you think Matt's at?
Bad mental state.
other than a bad mental state. Any thoughts, Chitij? Where's Matt at? Or Marcy? Do you have any thoughts on where he might be?
I have no idea. I keep hearing everybody that people who haven't read the books are convinced that he's like addicted to the dagger. He needs to get back to the dagger. And if that were the case, I can't imagine that he didn't stay behind for that reason. I think he stayed behind for his sisters. But he's obviously not in the Two Rivers. So I have no idea.
I'm seeing Rand Almore saying it looks like old Matt footage, literally exact same as a shot from episode 5. So I can't get that shot here for us, but thinks that maybe this is a shot from episode 5. And Benjamin saying right below that, is that Matt from the walk to Tar Valon? So interesting question, maybe putting him in Tar Valon here. We do have Moiraine telling Amalisa to basically sick the Reds on Matt. Let me end this poll here. Who is the stranger? Matt has 45%, but people think that maybe that's a trick. So 42% think someone else. Okay, I like it. Really good thoughts here. We're coming up on just an hour in. We'll jump back to the trailer. I know we just covered a couple spots here. There are 2 callers there. We'll probably only take probably 4 or 5 calls. So if you want to call us, you certainly can. Only about 3 more can jump in the queue. The number is 1-313-825-5968. That's 1-313-825-5968. And we'll try to weave you into the conversation. Like I said, probably only take like 4 calls tonight. So we may not get to yours, but we'll try. I'm going to leave that number up just for one more segment. I want to write it down, 1-313-825-5968. I don't want to give you too much hope that you'll be able to call in and necessarily get in this entire evening. So while that's happening, while people kind of queue there, in addition to who was already in the queue, any other thoughts as far as the trailer? I liked this. I don't know why I like this so much. I think this has to go back. It's a callback to the first episode. Isn't it Rand? Maybe it's the second episode, sorry. You have this moment with Perrin. I was wondering if we'd ever see, it looks like, isn't that a bat right there? There's like a bat flying by Perrin's head, it looks like. And we obviously know the bat being the analog for the rat from the books. So that's a nice in addition to that. Anyway, I just love that there was a bat in here.
Wasn't it a bat that Rand upchucked, for lack of a better term?
In episode 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just enjoyed that they kind of included that here, as a callback, if you will. Let me see. Chitij, was there anything else from that, from the actual trailer that you thought was remarkable or that we should kind of look at?
I'm still thinking about that Matt scene. Is it possible that he escaped Red and Tarwin and doubling back to Shadar Logar?
Oh, that's a good question. We could look at the statues there and take a
Because
look.
he doesn't have the dagger, right? And maybe he still feels some connection to that, and he's going to make some deal or some bargain.
Yeah, well, we can ask that question. Let's ask everybody here. Let me grab this. For those of you that are watching on social media, Twitter, Facebook, or on Twitch, hopefully you've enjoyed the sneak peek into tonight's episode. You can come finish off the episode if you want to be part of the mug giveaway we'll do here in the next probably 15, 20 minutes. Come join us over on YouTube. Again, just look up the Dusty Wheel on YouTube. But yeah, thank you for joining us on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Twitch. But we'll stick around here on YouTube and keep going. So, yeah, that's I think the idea or the question of where Matt's at is a good one. We'll ask maybe our first caller that we bring in here. But I want to show this last piece. I did see this show up. Marcy, thoughts on this scene? We kind of get a little moment here with Min. It looks like, it kind of almost looks like she's looking above their heads, if you will. And then you see, yeah, right, like, what is it, is what the comment you get here. Yeah, thoughts about this scene with Egwene, Nynaeve, and Min?
You know, everything with men in episode 7 kind of confused me. Like with Rand holding the baby, I was like, if that's anybody's baby, it's Men's baby, because I have no idea. Like I can't tell if Men's abilities from the books apply in the exact same way within the show. But now I'm kind of confused as to why Nynaeve and Egwene are there talking to her if, you know, Moiraine and Rand are gone off to the Blight. So they're just gonna like make a pit stop before they address what's going on. Like, I your guess is better than mine.
No, I know. What's really interesting is just as book readers how we're like, I don't really know exactly what's happening here. But
I wonder if I would enjoy the show more. I mean, I love the show, but I wonder if I would enjoy it more had I not read the books, because I'm constantly looking for context clues. Sure. And it's more like I'm dissecting it as opposed to just like sitting back and enjoying it. So that's why I have to watch every episode 3 or 4 times. But I don't know.
By the way, Shane, when will Matt admit defeat regarding the 7 towers? What Shane's discussing here is the 7 towers of Malkir, which I said were seen in a promotional image out there. And Matt will not admit defeat basically until the show's over, because you don't know. You just don't know. Maybe it was an image used from the next season. You don't know. That's what's going to happen. Let me bring our first caller into the show. Thank you for waiting online, and let's add a caller to the Dusty Wheel. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Hi, Shar Innkeeper. This is Kyle. How are you doing?
You too, Kyle. Thank you very much for calling in, man. How are you feeling? We have one more episode left in season 1. We have a teaser trailer out now. Like, what's going on with you?
Oh man, I'm over the moon about the show, and I love the books, but I guess I'm able to appreciate why the changes are there. And I think that, you know, with what Rafe said about staying true to the characters more than the story, I think he's done a really good job with that, and I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, I totally get that, and it definitely seems like a lot of fans are there. Seems like some fans are not, you know, but I totally understand where everyone's. I'm there with you, which is I've been able to enjoy and appreciate what we're getting, what we're seeing here, and the struggle here. Was there something that stuck out to you as far as this last episode's concerned? We're only touching on the teasers, if you will, from a discussion standpoint. We don't want to spoil anything for anyone that's seen some of the really spoiler images out there. But any theories or questions that kind of came to you before we get this episode tomorrow?
Yeah, I've got a theory. I don't think it'll really take place until more into season 2, but can I get a little spoilery with it?
Yeah, so how far do you want to go? And we just need to tell people book-wise where you're going.
probably at least midway through the series. I'll try and be as vague as I can with it. But
so yeah, let me just tell everybody. Yeah, I was just like, give everybody just like, if you're out there, we're gonna go mid series here, like you just heard Kyle say. So if you want to step away, I put a banner up, and we'll try to remember to pull that banner down when this question's over. But yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
Gotcha, and I hope everyone doesn't hate me for this one, but I think the biggest challenge in adapting the books to the screen would be, what do you do with all of these plots, and how do you condense them? And I know that there's a lot of complaints last week about the love triangle thing that seems to be trying to be set up, but people talk about the slag with Perrin later on in the books. And who do you think, Matt, if you were to take a poll out there, who is the most universally disliked character on the side of the light in the books?
I mean, I'm gonna go with the top 3 there because I know of another one. But from my experience in fandom, I know that Fail has been a a character some people have not liked. Gawain too, but my guess is you're talking about Fail. Go ahead.
Well, Fail and at the same time Gawain. Yep. So could they be trying to set up a situation where maybe Perrin plays Warder or wants to play Warder and kind of combine 2 roles and 2 different plot lines? And that's the only I had for you.
Okay, so that's the interesting there. I saw Chitich. What do you think about this idea that maybe instead of kind of going down this route of Robert Jordan's like includes 700 different point of views, we already know there's been some merging of characters. Do you think that this kind of initial thing with Perrin and Egwene and Rand was perhaps a setup for later, where Perrin maybe does become a warder?
Okay, no, I don't think so. See, basically, I understand why this love triangle is necessary. Okay, I have talked to the people here, and they find it juicy, and I get why they wanted to do it. Okay, I know it serves its purpose. It's very well received, at least among non-book readers. Okay, the young people who are watching the show, they are appreciating it, but I don't think they will be running longer with this. Okay. Fail is a very important character for, as far as Perrin is concerned, because she is very integral to the Perrin's own journey. Okay, and they won't be combining these 2 aspects. They will hopefully once Egwene leave for Tarvalon, they will drop this story. Rand meet his love interest, and it will be it. They won't go any further with that.
Is that what, Marcy, you agree that you think that this is coming to an end, or do you think it actually has some kind of meaning in the future of what the screenwriters are planning?
So the love triangle thing is what makes me physically ill.
That's the one that gets you? Okay.
And I don't care if people come for me. I don't like Fail at all. Okay. However, I think Fail, for lack of a better wording, she takes Perrin and Perrin's a boy, and after Fail, he's a man. Like, she really like pushes him to be who he needs to be, kind of thing. So I think Fail's definitely coming. I can't see Perrin being a warder. Where Perrin, his character development is, I think Perrin and Egwene's character development are 2 of the things that make me love Wheel of Time the most. So yeah, I think the love triangle serves a purpose, but I think Fail's unfortunately gonna show up.
Yeah,
I agree with Marcy on this. Basically, Egwene's and Perrin's arc is like one of the reason why I fell in love with the Wheel of Time. Their journey and their development is one of the best I have ever read in fantasy, and I don't think that Raffle and the team will try to mess that.
Okay, I'm saying to Kyle's point, they've made some choices that maybe you didn't all think were coming either. So Kyle, I love the innovation here, or the idea, which is, for us to consider it maybe kind of like a throwaway thing is maybe a little bit we've taken a step too far, because if they've gone to this route of including it, perhaps they did. Now that doesn't mean they're going to have to use it. Robert Jordan did this often, where he threw a thread in and never tied it up or cared to use it. But I like it, Kyle. So let me ask you, Kyle, before I let you go, what's been your favorite episode so far of the show?
I feel like they all they get better each week, and for different reasons. But I thought last week really the way they kind of went through Rand's processing of the fact that he was a dragon. I thought that was good. I'm glad that we got the flashback of Tam, right, revealing the origin of his birth. Just everything about the episode I thought was really well done. I could have used some more time in the ways and maybe a little more backstory on that. But outside of that, I thought it was right on the spot.
Okay. Yeah, 7's definitely my favorite so far of the series. Kyle, thank you so much for calling in. Really appreciate it, man. Appreciate you bringing the theory. As I invite all my callers to do, bring me a theory. I love kind of breaking them down and seeing what people have to think. So, Kyle, hopefully we'll hear from you again, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you for all you do.
Yep, thank you. Okay, like I said, I know there's some more callers there. I want to address some comments that we missed here. Let me try to do some of those really quick. And then we'll move on to another caller and some more thoughts about this. By the way, you two are wonderful. Thank you very much. Marcy, Chitich, you're doing fantastic. Hopefully you're enjoying your first time here at the Dusty Wheel. This is basically...
I was very nervous. This
Did
is
it go
the first
away?
time. Yeah, definitely.
Good.
And
Good.
you are such a great host. And basically, this is the first time I'm live on YouTube. So
Nice.
I had this added pressure.
Awesome.
But I'm not feeling anything.
You're doing fantastic. Is there... Oh, yeah, go ahead, Marcy.
I think anything live is stressful. And Matt, I have to say, if you and I didn't panel together in Utah, I'd be a nervous wreck, but you're just a delight. So you're my comfort zone right now.
Good. It prepped us. I assumed that panel was awesome. That panel was so much fun. I'm so glad we've come back and chatted about this again.
For because I'm not passionate about Bella. They booed me.
You did. You got booed. I understand. There's a lot of love for Bella.
don't
Shelly.
For the record, I'm just not like blown away by Bella. That's it.
I hear you.
We have some time, right, Matt? Right.
Oh, we have plenty of time here. We'll probably go a little bit longer than an hour and a half, if that's okay with you.
There are some scenes missing which we haven't discussed from the teaser yet.
Okay, yeah, we'll jump back into that in just a second. I want to cover a couple comments, and we'll jump back to the teaser. We'll take another call. We're going to do a mix of all those kind of things tonight. Like I said, give away 2 mugs to those of you that are sticking around and enjoying this evening with us. Shelly Sadais, thank you very much for the tip, said, theory on Cold Open, I want to see Luce Theron and the 100 Companions strike on Shale Goal. Yes, that would be amazing. Let me end this one. Is there a future to Egwene and Perrin's relationship beyond just a friendship? 93% of you said no. Although I did see this comment, and I just missed it. Oh, shoot. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Oh, yeah, there it is. William said, Rafe, I haven't verified this, but he said, Rafe said in an interview that Fail is one of his least favorite characters, but in the show, he's going to make her awesome. Okay, so there... there you go, Marcy.
Why does he want to break my heart like this?
I know it's because sorry, thank you very much. I saw that comment. Spoiler discussion's over for anyone that was waiting on that. Sorry about making you wait a little bit longer. Jay Diggity said, how would Matt get to Fal Dara? Did Fain maybe drag Matt through the ways? So that's the idea, that maybe Matt is actually in Fal Dara. Thumbs up or thumbs down on that one, just quickly. Marcy and Chittage, Matt and Fal Dara, do you think that he's followed them? Thumbs down? I see some no's.
I have a different theory. Maybe he's going to Shadar Logoth, and where Tom will find him, and we will see them in season 2.
Why? Okay. Why back to that nightmare?
Because he doesn't have the dagger, but he wants some type of another like dagger or whatever ornament he wants. And basically it's linked to Shadar Logoth. He has escaped Reds, and he's going to Shadar Logoth, where Tom will find him and something will happen to them. This is what I'm going.
Okay. I put your theory in a very general version of your theory, not like fully in there, but I said, do you agree that Matt and Tom will meet up in season 2? That's the theory I chucked in there. It's not like a full saying of your theory. Squeak von Mausenmeyer said, did you see the Swedish article that was interviewing the guy playing Luce Theron? He talks about the sets. Yeah, that's a kind of news that's been out there for those people that, have not heard that, but that news has been, it's not a spoiler if you've been listening to any of the news over the last many weeks. There is a character that plays Luce Theron. So a lot of people are kind of saying maybe there is some scene with him. So I want to throw this one out there. Mary Frenzy, my good friend, said I kept waiting for Lan to call Nynaeve a lioness. I guess slow burns are too old school. There you go. And Squeak von Mousenmeyer also said, y'all watch both episode 8 trailers. I want more Cawthon luck and staff duels. I think the audiobook's superior. Michael and Kate do such a good job. Yes. Absolutely. Totally agree with that. Okay. Caught up on those. Let me bring in our next caller, and then we'll jump back to the teaser trailer because I know you had a comment you wanted to make there, Chichich. 1 second. Let me welcome this person to the Dusty Wheel. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Hey guys, this is Anas. How are you?
Anas, how you doing, man? We're here. We're chatting. We're having a good time talking about the final episode coming. How you feeling?
I mean, I've just been feeling awesome since last week. I just felt so good. I mean, I felt so good the whole season, but seeing that cold open, seeing Rand's reveal, it feels like the season just has reached peak for me, and tomorrow will just be kind of added bonus.
Yeah, 7 was like you said, it was a peak for me. It's so weird. I feel like they've taken us too high with 7, at least for me. I'm so hyped. I just want it to be that good. What is your kind of what is it you want to happen tomorrow or want to come away with as far as like you watch the last scene as a fan? What do you want from episode 8?
Yeah. I think I've maybe mentioned this before on Twitter too. I think, they've built up men channeling and the madness quite a bit, right? So, the cold open hopefully is, you see Lews Therin, you see, in some capacity, you see the Age of Legends. And then, at the end, you see Lews Therin either talking to Rand or, just being next to Rand and everyone realizing, wait, Rand's going mad. So for non-book readers, that would be a big kind of thing. Wait, is he going to end up like Logain and, the other and channelers? So I think that would be a kind of a cliffhangery final scene.
Okay, I want to ask my guests about that. For those of you in chat that answered this one, do you agree Matt and Tom will meet up in season 2? Anas, what do you think? Will Matt and Tom? Is this where do you think that we'll get a meet up between those two in season 2?
I mean, we must. I mean, they've built up that angle with in episode 3 with Tom being kind of a mentor-ish role to Matt. I want to see more Tom. I want to see more Matt. So yeah, both of them together would just be awesome. Okay,
absolutely. It makes sense. I was talking with a good friend of mine, Brian. He and I do Barside Chats podcast. If you're interested in hearing about or from me anymore, just download Barside Chats. We talk about the Wheel of Time there. It's a full spoiler kind of podcast, almost always. But we had mentioned, we had talked about this idea of, okay, this issue with Matt, he didn't go through the Waygate. How do you get him back into the storyline where we expect him to be? And Tom just seems an obvious thing. Like you said, episode 3 kind of sets that up. But I want to go to this cold open question. Marcy, what do you think? Do you kind of anticipate a cold open here with Lews Therin? And if so, what do you want that cold open to be of?
Ilyena. That's what I want.
Okay.
And I want Tom to be the father figure that Matt did not have. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, yeah. It's an interesting idea. I like it. Eye of the World prologue is one of these, the options here. Eye of the World prologue is a cold open option. People mentioned 100 companions, like Sealing of the Boar, perhaps. What else? Other options here? Just put other. Is there another option for Lews Therin that you want to throw in this poll before we ask about
Maybe the Chodan Call.
Something related to the Chodan Call?
Yeah.
Okay. Related. And any fourth option or just something else? Okay, we'll just go with something else. If cold open involves Lews Therin, what should it be? Okay, there you go, everybody. We'll ask everybody in chat about that. Chittage, what do you think? What would be your favorite kind of Luz Theron cold open if you could choose?
I think I am inclined towards 100 Companion, because I think Ishi is luring them, Moiraine and Rand, and they will trick. He will trick them to open the seals, breaking of the seal, and free the Forsaken. And if that is the case, I think we will get 100 Companion as a cold open.
William said this. William K said this in chat. The animated shorts. I thought one of the animated shorts does cover kind of the breaking, and I think in the process it does talk at least a little bit about it. Like, you don't see necessarily like the sealing of the board, but it talks about that whole process. So maybe, yeah, I don't know if that gives us any clue as to what they will or won't. Maybe they'll still show it to us. But yeah, good point. But yeah, I think Anas, as far as Forsaken are concerned, before I let you go, are there Forsaken? Do you want to see more than the Dark One, whoever faux Dark One, if you will? Do you want to see more than a Shamael kind of thing, or do you anticipate not seeing any Forsaken at all?
I think we'll definitely see, a Shamael, and I think we'll get hint at more Forsaken. I don't think we'll actually see them. I think it'll be hinted at that they're free now, and just that they're going to that there'll be there'll be clear villains coming up in the next season.
Okay, yeah, I saw this idea. Marcy, do you like this idea that maybe there has been a Forsaken in the show already? I saw somebody maybe paint Masana as Leandrin. Like,
someone also mentioned Lanfear is in the show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to ask you about that. But yeah, Marcy, go ahead about Masana.
That thought hadn't crossed my mind, but I love the idea of it. I put nothing past the Forsaken. Nothing. I just want Lanfear.
I know. I agree. I forgot we commune about Lanfear. Yeah. Anas,
that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Anas, for calling in, man. Appreciate it. Can't wait. We're one day away. We're less than a day until we get this episode. So it's going to be a blast breaking this all down in 2022 and waiting until season 2. That's for sure. Have a good one, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Yep. Bye-bye. So yeah, obviously I want Lanfear to be in the show. so make it happen out there. Make it happen. Asking this poll, if the cold open involves Luz Theron, what should it be? 52% said the Eye of the World prologue. 36% said sealing the boar. 4% said Chodan Call related. 8% said something else. So a lot of love among fans. There's no surprise here, right? The Eye of the World prologue is a beloved. What's interesting is it is beloved, if you will, but it's also I think one of those prologues where you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's happening here? Because you read it for the first time and you're like, I don't get anything. It's not until afterwards you really love it.
I started to read Wheel of Time 3 times and gave up before I finally committed, and that might be a factor as to why. Side note, if that happens to you, commit, because favor.
Love it. By the way, Rant on More, how do you feel that seeing Joe Cars would have me forgiving anything? Joe Cars, what do you think? We're going to get a shot of Joe Cars? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Did you think we're going to see Joe Cars?
No opinion.
No opinion? No opinion?
Yes.
Okay. Marcy, you feel the same way? You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. Ashta, thank you very much for the tip. Ale tip, appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And let's jump back to the teaser. I know we have 2 other questions here. I'll see if I can't throw them in, and then we can jump back there, and then we'll take another caller here. And then I'll get Taylor in, and Taylor will help us do our own mug giveaway tonight. So this is from Jeff has a theory. Season 2 theory, Matt goes back to Tarvalon, steals dagger, or Black Aja lets him get to it. He kills Black Sister. Tom gets him out of there. Ooh, okay. Goes for the dagger, kills. Let me put that back up there. This is elaborate. goes there, steals dagger, and Tom helps him escape them and Tarvalon, basically. I like the idea with Tom. That would fit. I see, Marcy, I see you kind of shaking your head. Can you see them actually using that?
Yeah, I feel like the dagger is fairly irrelevant at this point. I think it was genius for Moiraine to sick the red Aja on Matt. I think that is awesome, and I can't wait to see how that plays out. It's brilliant, pure brilliance. But as far as the dagger goes, like in my mind, like it's done, over. No need to. I'm just done with the dagger.
Yeah. I hear you. This is an interesting point. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What did you say?
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry. What did you say?
Just get the man a staff. He needs a staff.
That's true. That's true. I have to post this because this is true. This has happened to me. Ciro Derurio said in the past 30 years, I lost count of how many people I recommend the books who gave up after the prologue. Started asking people to skip it and return to it after the end of the book. That actually did happen to me. Like, it wasn't like just the prologue, but it was like the prologue in the first couple chapters, and they're like, nope, this makes no sense to me, and they stepped away. So that experience has actually happened. Is that, Marcy? That's happened to you too?
That's exactly what happened. Actually, I was doing a buddy read, and with two people, one of which had read and loved Wheel of Time, and he was like, "You will love it. Commit to it. I know you'll love it." And I was like, fine, I'll give it a book or two. By the end of book 2, I was like, all right. By book 4, I was like, this is made for me. So but I tried 3 times before. It was my 4th try that I committed and completed it, and I'm so glad. Yeah, absolutely. It is funny. It doesn't, all the pieces don't hit everyone the same, which I continue to love to hear. Okay. Did you wanted to go back to the trailer? We're finishing up their last piece of the trailer. We'll get to our next caller. Like I said, do some mug giveaways, cover some comments. Let's remind ourselves. Let's watch this, and then Chitid, you can tell us where you want us to stop and discuss. Oh, I probably should turn that on.
The whole world will burn.
Rand may be the dragon. All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many? There must be at least 5 to 10,000.
What is it? It's just another sign that the Dark One's strength is building.
They are calling for all women who can channel.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Are you ready?
Okay, what did you see this time? What did you want to cover?
Okay. Did someone stab Moiraine?
Did someone stab Moiraine? Oh, that's right. You. This is that. Let me find that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I see what you're saying here. Let me show this on the screen. Okay.
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier, where I'm like, what is that?
Did someone stab Moiraine? Yeah, so let me ask this question. Is Moiraine being hurt here in some way? Let me ask everybody that.
Or is it Lan being hurt?
Okay. Okay, this is the first time I focus on this, and now I see why people are insinuating that Moiraine is going to die in this season, in this episode. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's too early to do anything to that character. She's iconic, and the show still need her to market. And to still she is very popular. Logan is not in the. I hope Logan is Logan is not very important till season 2. In season 2, so she is very integral to the story. But definitely something is happening to her in this particular scene. Maybe a Forsaken.
Oh, maybe a Forsaken. Okay, I like it. Sorry, I saw a comment in chat that I think is really interesting or really funny, just about the hopefully not a stab. Somebody said in chat, if she got stabbed again, she needs new armor, or she needs to retire her armor. Yeah, stabbing. Yeah, right. We all agree with this, right? Yeah, I love that. That's a great comment. People are saying almost 300 people have voted on this, and is Moiraine being hurt here in some way? You said a Forsaken. That's an interesting throw out there as far as a theory. I love it. Marcy, you like this idea? Do you think this may be her being injured or hurt by a Forsaken?
I don't think it's a reaction necessarily to physical pain. I think it's a reaction to something having to do with the power. The one power. I don't know exactly how. Or maybe, no, I was going to say maybe Lan gets hurt, but I'm sitting here looking at this like freeze frame and she is looking rough. Like something very unfortunate is going on, but I don't think it's physical pain. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like it. I'm seeing all sorts of answers in chat here. William said, I think Moiraine's about to vomit. Possibly a vision of some sort. Did she trip?
Too much vodka.
Yeah, that's exactly. The Laniel accidentally stabbed her on take 3. Oh, come on. If you heard the story about that. Okay, so interesting. Yeah, like you said, Hedsky said all teasers have some misdirection in them. It's fantastic. Yeah, so this could be absolutely some misdirection, like you're saying. This could be related to the bond. I think you mentioned that, Marcy. So yes. Celeste said, I think she's being hurt in a vision that Rand sees. Okay, so interesting.
Right.
We do have that whole connection, if you recall, about Kari Althor. So that's an interesting connection here. So is Moiraine being hurt in some way? So that could include in the vision. 93% say that she is. So there you go. Let me take this comment out here. Was there anything else, Chittage, on the teaser you wanted to go through?
Can we run again?
You want to see it one more time?
Yeah, one more.
One more time? Okay, this is the last time of the teaser trailer. Here we go, everybody. Enjoy. This is episode 8 coming up. Oh.
The Dark One is waiting. The whole world will burn.
Rand may be the dragon. All 5 of you have a part to play.
Tell me how to find them.
How many? There must be at least 5 to 10,000.
What is it? It's just another sign that the Dark One's strength is building.
They are calling for all women who can channel.
He knows where we are. He's coming.
Are you ready?
There it is. Anything else stand out to you? Marcy?
Yes,
Chittage?
two scenes. He knows where we are and he's coming.
He knows where. Who do you think he is talking about?
Obviously, Ishi.
Ishi right here, right? Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Marcy, would you agree he's coming?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this all of us are like, we've been down this road. We've read the books. This is a great comment. I hope I can show it. Yes, I can. Here we go. Adam. Cheers to Adam here. Dusty Wheel drinking game. Every time Matt says I like it, take a drink. I like it. I like it.
Okay, and I have one question. How many Forsaken are we going to get in this episode?
Oh, in episode 8 is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask that question to everybody. Will we get more than one Forsaken in episode 8? That's a good question. Yes, no. And then I'll give the option for we won't even get one. There. How about that, everybody? Because I know somebody will ask. Marcy, how many do you think we'll get in episode 8 from a Forsaken standpoint?
I think definitely 1, possibly 2, but I don't see more than that.
Okay. Yeah. Chittage, same thing?
Yes.
1 or 2?
1 or 2.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we find out that we've seen Forsaken elsewhere. You know, that would not surprise me if they kind of snuck one in.
Okay, I want to brought this up. Someone mentioned that we have already seen Lanfear in the show.
But who do they think was Lanfear?
I don't know. Some content creator tweeted it.
I think one of the ones was in like a parade in Tarvalon. Somebody kind of identified someone it might be. That was one that I saw. It might have been Lauren. I haven't watched Lauren's theory video or suggestion on that one, so I'll have to look at that. Let me bring our next caller into the show. Like I said, everybody, we'll do mug giveaways here. We're probably going to take 2 more callers, but we'll see where that kind of takes us. Let me welcome them. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Hey, my name is Jeremy.
Jeremy, welcome. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing great. This is such an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you feeling about the show? You liking it?
Oh, I'm in love with it.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this since like the late '90s. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
been great.
it's fun to see on the screen again, right? So what is it maybe that kind of made you call? Did you bring us a theory, a question, just a comment from the teaser of what's coming up next episode?
Well, I do have a theory, but it's going to be kind of based on a question too. So
okay, go for it.
Do you think they're really going to make the Eye of the World the Dark One's prison when it comes to the season finale?
Okay, good question. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to end the poll that we have and ask everybody that question. We'll go to my panelists here. Will we get more than one Forsaken in episode 8? 46% said yes, 51% said no, and 3% did choose we won't even get one. So let me end that poll. I like the question you ask here. Marcy, what do you think about this? This idea that was proposed.
I have no idea.
Do you think?
No.
I just think it makes more sense. And I'm going to explain my reasoning behind it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
but first, I want to ask you this question because
I'm going to ask everybody in chat: is the Eye of the World the actual Dark One's prison, or? And I've seen what people say this, or is it a trap? It is the Dark One's prison. I'm going to do this because everyone's going to ask this. Dark One's prison, it's a trap, and it's both. How about that, everybody?
Yeah, both. That's what I'm thinking, both.
Okay, so let me ask everybody that. Go ahead. Yeah, tell us what you were thinking.
Okay, so when Robert Jordan first started writing the books, wasn't it true that it was supposed to be just a 3-book series?
That's a great question.
Was that fact or fiction?
I want to say that I did see something in his notes early on where he had kind of sketched out 6. And I think I've heard the 3-book thing before, the trilogy idea. I just don't remember where I've heard that or seen that. So I don't.
Yeah, that's something I think I've heard it, but I don't know how factual that is.
Yeah.
But if that's true, then I can totally understand needing a clean pool of sardine to keep the dragon from going insane in the first book.
Okay. Yeah.
I totally get that. But as you stretch it out over more books like it has been, after 15 books and most of it is him channeling the tainted sardine, it doesn't make as much sense for them to have a clean pool of it. It doesn't really explain why they cleaned it to start with. And so to me, being the Dark One's prison would make kind of more sense. But I can definitely see it being a trap too, because they definitely want the dragon there before he learns anything.
Yeah, I would say somewhat the idea of, the eye was going to be blinded was also a trap, right? It was clearly meant to be. It was clearly meant to draw them there, and what went down was clearly meant to happen, and it had consequences. My opinion is it did have the consequence of using that pool of sardine, and then that led to breaking a seal, which led to the Forsaken being able to escape. So that whole idea, I'm seeing everybody, by the way, answer this poll question while we've been sitting here. 300 people have voted. 85% believe it's a trap. So, and not both. 12% said both. But so, what is your theory then? That this is the theory that it is the Dark One's prison, and you just like that they've made that kind of change, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see it. I mean, I don't see. I mean, Moiraine. It seems like Moiraine knew what it was before she went. In the books, anyways.
Yeah, because she had been.
And the fact that she's saying it's the Dark One's prison now, it just doesn't make sense for her to say that. That would be a lie if she couldn't say that.
Yeah, the question is, because am I misremembering this? I think she thought she had been to the Eye before in the books. So I thought she had been there once before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she had been there before.
So yeah, she had some concept of it, and this is definitely changed from the books, and so they didn't have her suggest that. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, I like it. By the way, everyone is going with the trap. About 350 people have voted. 85% believe it's a trap. So, what do you think about it, Marcy? You think it is a trap?
I mean, it really makes sense to me either way. So this was a instead of a Raffle, this is a Waffle.
Waffle, yeah, I like it. Chittage, do you think this is a trap, or do you think it's both his prison and a trap?
Okay, so this is the most solid and convincing argument I just listened with that clean pool of sardine. I think it's a trap.
Yeah, it makes sense to me for sure. I think
I'm excited to find out either way.
Yeah, absolutely. What's been your favorite episode so far?
Definitely episode 7. I mean, it was episode 4 because Nynaeve is definitely my favorite character.
Yeah.
And I can see that it's a lot of the new people coming up's favorite character too so far. So I kind of love that. But definitely episode 7. Men's viewings too. I love that.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I think that's totally her baby she's seen with Rand. That's why she answered so quickly to Moiraine that it looks like any other baby.
Okay.
So she definitely wouldn't want Moiraine to know that.
I like
that's
how
just
she
my
said
opinion on that.
I like how she said 3 beautiful women. That's my favorite. I love that.
Yeah. And she knows she's one of them, but I love that too.
Yeah.
Just that confidence she has in herself.
Yeah, I love it. It was very Min to me. Hey, thank you, Jeremy, so much for calling in. Appreciate you holding online there. And we'll talk to you again soon here, okay?
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thank you so much. You too.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye. Okay. We'll probably take one more caller tonight. Taylor's going to come in here shortly, everybody. We'll get a mug giveaway going, but please don't try to enter it until we tell you to. That'll just really piss off the mods. And we get kicked out because it fills the chat with meaningless stuff. Don't do that. So we'll tell you when. Like I said, Taylor will be in here shortly. Let me go to you, Chittage. When it comes to just what we think is going to happen tomorrow or for season 2, do you have any kind of season 2 theories for the TV show itself?
Okay, so I have already told you that I have lowered my expectation and I like to get surprised.
Sure.
Basically, I just want to see how the new Matt will be integrated with the old crew. This is the one thing that has me concerned particularly, and how it's going to come on the screen.
Yeah, that makes sense. Marcy, any concern for you there? This kind of switching of actors on season 2? No.
Some people seem to think that they're going to do something in the show that's like, well, this is why his appearance has changed. But I feel like they're just gonna kind of just act like he's the same guy. But yeah, I keep saying I have no idea, but that's because I genuinely have no idea, and I don't want to just throw something out there. So yeah, I don't know.
Particularly for me, basically we know this news, right? So I don't think it will affect much to us. But the viewers who has been already put emotion in Matt's character, okay, how they are going to receive it is the most important thing for me right now.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, and apart from this, will we see Logan in season 2?
Logan, yes.
Ooh, will Logan be in season 2? That's we can ask that question. I'm kind of curious about that. Will Logan be in season 2, everybody?
Show Logan the best TV characters of all time. I am blown away by his performance.
Yeah.
When he's on screen, I am like, it's me and him. It's me and him. Joe, love him.
Because I need that character even in the background, even he's mad or laughing or chained or anything. Just show him for 4-5 seconds, so that viewers know that he is still in the show and his character is not done. Because we, the book readers, know that, but the show lover basically who are watching the show just because from a different TV show, and particularly they are introduced to the Wheel of Time. And they are the fan of Professor or Logan. So at least they should must have a reason to keep watching.
Yeah, that's a good point. I want to make this comment. Sorry, it's going to cover your face again there, Chittage. After Jordan said, Amazon Prime knows their season 1 finale simply must be captivating TV. We know they've studied Game of Thrones. Should we be surprised if they hit us with a mean bop, a major book story change tomorrow? What do you think about that? Do you think we're going to get a major change, kind of like a cliffhanger that changes something significant from the books? I'm seeing Marcy, you're shaking your head. Yes.
That's like a, I don't know what I'm going to do if they do head shake.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Fist that they don't. I really hope not. I'd rather have a cliffhanger that, applies to the books rather than something like off the wall happen and that's why I don't think that they're going to have a storyline explaining the change in Matt's appearance. Yeah. They would have to pull that off thin air because that has nothing. There's nothing about Matt looking different in the books. So I don't want them to just create something. Perrin and Layla, that served a purpose. Makes sense. Sure. I don't like it, but I'm okay with it because in the long run it makes sense. So I don't want them to just make something up just for the sake of it. So I refuse that. I reject that notion.
What do you think, Chidij? Thumbs up, thumbs down? You think there's something big going to happen tomorrow?
I have a very fragile heart. Okay, and I don't want something of a cliffhanger. Okay, yeah. Because we already have so much storyline that they can, like, if they can tweak around, they can build a cliffhanger, and they don't need to start a different storyline or tweak and do any major changes to the book. Okay. I don't think so. We will see that.
I hear you. And what I'm seeing here is will Logan be in season 2? 86% believe so. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to throw this poll in. I'm going to ask about this. Will there be a major book to adaptation change tomorrow in episode 8? Be a major book to adaptation change tomorrow in episode 8. We're going to throw that poll in. We're going to also begin the mug giveaway here shortly. It'll show up in chat. We'll tell you when it shows up. And when it does, then you can enter that also. And then we'll take our kind of final caller here for the night, and we'll come back and do some final kind of just address a couple comments I might have missed, get final thoughts from my two wonderful guests here, and then we'll call it an evening here at the Dusty Wheel. So I think I'm like waiting for it all, just like everybody else is, to show up here in chat. But yeah, this answer so far, immediately, almost 200 of you voted on this. 66% are saying yes. So that's an interesting kind of initial reaction, if you will. I probably should just use the word cliffhanger versus major book to adaptation change. Taylor, did you throw that in there?
I did. It's not working. Let me reset it.
Okay, so Taylor's going to reset that, everybody, here while we wait for that to
We
happen.
haven't seen promotional pictures yet.
Oh, yeah, and we'll go through we're going to take this last caller here, and then we'll go through the promotional pictures, like I said, and we'll pick some winners from... thank you for reminding me about that, Chidij. Appreciate that. So let me bring our last caller in. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Great Innkeeper. As always, I raise my mug to you, sir.
Cheers, Norm.
And good
to see you, man.
To our honored guests, I raise my mug to you, and to everyone in chat, Merry New Year and Happy Christmas, everybody.
Norm, it's been too long, man. Love to hear your voice. By the way, raffle is going on in chat right now. If you're with us, you can join that raffle. We're going to give away 2 mugs tonight. So good luck for everybody that's joining that raffle. Norm, what's up, man? How you feeling about this TV series?
I'm enjoying it. I've listened to all of the criticism on both sides, positive and negative, and I've gone into it completely open, and I'm enjoying the series. I truly am.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
What's your thought? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I do have 2 theories for you, Matt, and I have a poll question for you, sir.
Okay.
My first theory is, because I don't think we've seen Steve. I think we're gonna see Steve in this final episode. Okay. I'm hoping he's the Green Man. Okay. So that's my hope. So that's my first theory. My second theory is that I believe that future seasons will be closer to the book. I think the reason why they had to adapt, and I'm putting that in quotes, air quotes, adapt season 1 so liberally is because they had to get in the wider audience. And from the non-book readers I've spoken to, they enjoyed the series, and they had the speculation of who was the dragon. They had no idea, and then after this last episode, they finally cleaned that up. So I think the next books, because book 1 was so rough for a lot of people, I think the future seasons adapting 2, 3, 4, especially 5, will be closer to the books in the series, because there's just so much there. You just have to use the source material, and everybody who knows, to make a great on-screen adaptation, you have to use the source material available, and I think they will do that in future seasons. So that's my second.
So I gotta ask you then, what's your poll question?
Here's my poll question. After seeing that great cold open last week, and Tidich, this is for you, man, because I see that poster behind you. Who do you think would win in a fight, the Dora Milaje or the Maidens of the Spear?
Who are the Dora Milaje? Do I know who the Dora Milaje? I don't know who the Dora Milaje is.
Black Panther, the female bodyguards of the Black Panther.
Gotcha. Okay. How do you spell that? Give me the.
D-O-R-A, then Milaje, M-I-L-A-J-E.
Okay. So it's between the door. Okay. So we're going to answer this poll question, and then we're going to, after this poll question's answered, then we're going to kind of pick our raffle winners. Almost 400 of you voted on will there be a major book to adaptation change tomorrow in episode 8. 73% of you said yes. Okay. And then the question Norm wants to ask all of you, by the way, Norm, I love that you brought a theory and a poll question. Like you're innovating here. You're innovating callers now. And be like, okay, my theory is, and my poll question is, this is going to be my new favorite call from callers. Okay. Who would win? This is the Dora Milaje or
Dora, D-O-R-A.
Dora Milaje or the Maidens of the Spear?
Yep.
Okay. And it's D-O-R-A, second word, M-I-L-I-A-J-E. Is that correct?
M-I-L, Milaje, M-I-L-A-J-E, yeah.
Okay. There you go, everybody. This is Norm's question for us. After we answer this one, we will pick our winners. I don't know if this might. Hopefully, I didn't take too much time asking this question. Who would win, the Dora Milaje or the Maiden of the Spear? Okay, good. Yeah, people are wondering why I didn't get like a bad poll tonight. So, so sorry. No, I didn't ask. I didn't put a tie for anybody there. I know you wanted a tie option. You didn't get it. I'm not sorry about that. Cora said, before I let you go, Norm, Cora said, I need Egwene flinch reactions to Rand channeling as a major shift in their relationship and needs to be seen. Okay, yeah, interesting comment there. And then thank you very much from Lodge Keep to the Dusty Wheel. Lodge Keep, thank you so much for your tip here. If I can find your comment. Oh, there it is. Thank you very much. This goes to my guests. Taishar, Innkeeper, and guests. Thank you. Yes, to my guests tonight. You've both been wonderful. Thank you so much. And Rand, let's see. Okay. So this is cliffhanger. This is what Rand al'Thor thinks might happen. Padan Fain stealing Horn, but instead showdown at Falm. They compress the story and they go to Tyr instead. So we get book 3 finale. So that's his skip Tyr. He still take the Horn, but go to Tyr instead. Rand, thank you very much for the tip. I want to ask you about that one. Do you like this idea, Marcy? To Rand's al'Thor's concept is compress the Falma storyline and actually take everybody to Tyr for the end of a season 2?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You're like, no changes. Is it a change issue, or is it just generally you don't like the idea because you want us to see Falma?
Yeah, I'm okay with changes at this point. I was one of those, like, if they change anything, I'm going to be mad. I'm fine with changes at this point because they all seem to serve a purpose. I don't know. I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
I hear you. Okay, Chitich, I'm going to get your answer on this one, but Norm, I'm going to let you go, man. The answer to your poll, 300 people voted on your poll. 87%. You're talking to a Wheel of Time crowd. 87% Maidens of the Spear all the way. So
comic books and fantasy novels are my truest loves, and I absolutely love that poll. That was awesome.
yeah, so yeah, there you go. Hey Norm, thank you, man. It's been too long since I've heard your voice. Have a good evening, okay?
Hey, to you and your family, man, have a great holiday and have a great New Year, man.
You too. Happy holidays to all who are celebrating holidays over the next 2 weeks. I cannot wait to take a break from work. Oh, okay. Have a good one, man. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Take care.
And this note goes out. I don't have a great time to tell everybody this. So this is on the 27th is my 25th anniversary. So we're celebrating 25 years with the innkeeper's wife and myself. And so yeah, we're gonna take a little break away from the inn and everything. Get away from it all after this finale happens. I just love that we have the finale of the Wheel of Time season 1. Taylor, do you want to take that off there, bud? Oh, it's not? Okay, cool. Season 1, sorry, there was something on my screen that's not there. You guys don't see it. Season 1 ends 3 days before my 25th anniversary. So that's just a nice little gift to us.
Congrats, quarter of a century.
That's
Fantastic.
right. So Chichage, let me ask you this question from Rand Althor's comment here. What do you think, before we kind of pick our 2 winners, do you like the idea of compressing Falma and just going straight to Tyr?
I want that duel in the cloud.
So you what? Say that again?
That duel in the cloud.
Yeah. You want the duel in the clouds?
Okay.
I get you.
But definitely I can see the appeal to this theory, and they're definitely they might be going to this.
Okay. I'm going to ask this question: compress TGH and go straight to Tyr for season 2. That's the question here in the poll in the chat. Okay. We're going to end the raffle. If you did not enter, that was your option, or that was your opportunity. Justin, you just asked, can we show the first leaks photos? We will show some photos here just shortly, but I don't know if it's the one that you're looking for. Pick a winner here. For those of you that joined, thank you very much. Let's get our 2 winners up there, Taylor. Yeah, go for it. Our first winner is... Oh, the Bard of the Red Hand. What? Bard, Vance, congratulations. You let me know if you want that. Vance, I don't know how many mugs you have at this point, but you won this one, man. One of our mods won it. So Vance, congratulations for that. You know where to reach me. And I feel like I should just get Bard the Red Hand 1 anyway for all of his work. So let me pick our second winner tonight. Who is it, Taylor? And is Marilyn Reed, Bard of the Red Hand. And Marilyn Reed, congratulations on winning the 2 mugs for tonight. Marilyn, if you are not, or hopefully you're still here, please reach out to me on Discord or on social media. You can find us there. The link to Discord is in the description of the video. Just jump over there, or like I said, you can reach out to me on Twitter. Hopefully we see you here in the chat. But the Bard of the Red Hand says, I've been entering for over a year. Congratulations. You deserve it for all you do, Vance. But yeah, that's awesome. You finally won. It's really funny. Some people will, the first time they come on the show, they win a mug. And then people like Vance have been entering every single time we've done it and just won today. So if someone out there, one of the mods, just make sure if we do see Marilyn, let me know so we can make sure that we get her her mug. So, oh, there she is. Marilyn, congrats. Okay, that's it, everybody. Let's jump through and get kind of final comments. We're going to look at some of the images here. These are the images. There were a bunch of images released today. We're not going to go into the ones that were extremely spoilery that Amazon has pulled off of their site. A lot of people don't want that to be spoiled. 52% of the people that were here in the beginning have not seen those images, so we're not going to show them. So that's the whole. I know. Don't talk about them, please. Don't reveal anything that are in those images because we don't want to, spoil that. But these are the ones that are still up on Amazon's site. Let me show this one. You get another shot of Moiraine here. I don't think we see anything new from this one. This one in particular, you just get Marcy. You're feeling just a nice shot of Rosamund here, right?
I mean, it's like she bathes in the blood of the innocent. She's just stunning. Oh, wait.
Right.
Yeah, I'm scared. Right. This image, I don't know what she's feeling right now.
Yeah,
This image is pretty scary. And this one is like,
yeah, just another shot of Moiraine. I love the shot. Like, I hadn't ever seen that like purse here. I hadn't noticed that when I first saw it. Look at that little nothing like traveling the blight in style. Nice shot there, Rosamund. But yeah, I've seen people. She's like definitely looks like she's tired. That's for sure. And this is another shot of them in the blight. You definitely get a. Who's this dude? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you get a
nice catch.
Somebody was touched by something in the blight. That's for sure. Oh yeah, you get the foot right there. It doesn't look like Rand's foot. It looks like that guy's foot right there. You know, got to be careful in the blight. Nice dagger there. Nice shot there on Moiraine. Just overall. I don't think I see. Do you see anything else in this shot here?
There are a few trees.
Just a few trees. Yeah, exactly. Then we had this shot. I love this one. Lord Algamar and obviously Sister Amelisa.
Matt, I have to ask you.
Yeah.
When Moiraine was talking to Amelisa and was like more or less like massaging her ring, I kind of felt like Moiraine was being a little bit like of a bully. Like it felt condescending. What was that? That I'm still perplexed.
I definitely think that was a power play on her. Yeah, that was a power play for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no. By the way, yes, people said like lots of boots. Matt finds the boots. I did find the boots. The boots were really remarkable. They weren't that great at boots, but yeah. So here's a nice shot of this. Oh, I did. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Look at these. Just notice this. So you see these lamps here, right? And then this just hit me here. Don't we? Where is it at here? I'll show you what I'm talking about. There it is.
Yes.
Those lamps and the columns look similar there. So it definitely seems like we were asking Fal Dara potentially, but like, you know. Anyways, I just thought I noticed that. That's kind of, so yeah. And then you have, obviously you have Lord Algamar going to battle here. And I'm trying to think of, we had this image also. Now this was an interesting one. I swear this one is up there. Let me verify. I don't want to show anyone the images that might be included in that kind of spoiler stuff. So let me just verify that this one's there. Bear with me, everybody. Just, you know, I know people don't want their last viewing of episode 8 to be ruined by anything. So I thought this image is up there. So here we go. Thoughts on this one, everybody in chat. Rand and Egwene, like, is this? Well, no, because he's already left at this point, right? Chittage, you know, like, what is this image?
Dream.
Maybe dream. Yes, dream. I love this, and this is going to be. I love this shot, and it's definitely dream.
Okay. Yeah, you sound like you said the same thing, Marcy. Dream here.
Yeah.
Whose dream?
Probably Rand. I don't think Egwene is as. I digress. Probably Rand.
You think Rand's dream? Okay. I'm going to end this poll. Compressed TGH. I think 58% said, yeah, go straight to, there you go, Rand Althor. Thanks for the tip. I think the answer was, yeah, 57% said go straight to tier for season 2. 42% said no, though. So, dream sequence. Dawson thinks, is she tempting Rand? Is she messing with Daniel with his mind? Is what a lot of people are thinking. Dream, vision, Ishamael. So, John Rand said that's for sure Ishii showing Rand something, or what he could have had. Like that's again that kind of Kari Althor thing. I think a lot of people are messing with here. Ishamael messing with Rand, Rand's dream, dream induced. A lot of people, yeah, I like it.
Perrin was running as well with the bat in the background. I think that's Ishii. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good way for us to end here. And final comment from Ashta Jordan. Thank you very much. Said if this shot is from the end of the finale, then this could be Egwene going off to the tower. Good night, the Dusty Wheel. Ashta, thank you very much for your tips tonight, and thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Okay, everybody. I think those were the images I had. I think I missed one other image. No, there were two. One was, I don't have it with me here. It was Perrin talking to Egwene. Looks like they're just sitting there talking, and then it shows the soldiers kind of racing towards what's likely Tarwin's Gap is the other image I wasn't able to show tonight. So, okay, we did it. We made it here, everyone. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Chittage and Marcy, you guys were awesome. Really appreciate this being your first time in for our before the finale episode here at the Dusty Wheel. We have the finale tomorrow. Remember, enjoy the watch that you're going to have, and then like I said, yes, Brandon and I will be doing a watch party at 9 p.m. Eastern. Be watching and live reacting, and then after we're done watching together and live reacting to this, we'll probably chat with each other, and then we'll see how much we can interact with chat. Don't expect us, again, when we're watching this, we're watching the show and reacting, there's not going to be a lot of interaction with chat, so if you're there, don't expect that we're going to be able to kind of do like normally where we, can jump in and actually comment on other things. Taylor will probably be watching chat, so may be able to get a comment or question in. We'll probably do questions at the end of the watching, so please don't throw super chats in and expect us to see those during the whole hour, but maybe afterwards we'll be able to answer some questions, but we'll see how that turns out. There's a big snowstorm coming in tomorrow, so where we're at, so hopefully that doesn't affect us. And thank you very much, Samantha, and for those of you that said happy anniversary, again, this is like what a fun end of the year for me. Personally, just as a huge fan of this, and to also be celebrating something pretty special. So, thank you both. As far as people are asking, where can they find you both? You can find both of these wonderful people on Twitter of Time, on Twitter. Is there anywhere else, Marcy, that you would say for fans to interact with you? Twitter? RC_ATL, same as my Twitter handle on everything. I think I put both of those in the description of the video. I can't remember anymore, but I'll find out. Chittage, for you, is the best place to interact with you on Twitter?
Twitter. Yes,
okay.
Twitter.
I'll make sure both of their links on Twitter are in the description. That's where you can find a lot of fans. Twitter of Time, come join us. It's a lot of fun. So, to my guests who already got the mugs, congratulations. Okay, that's it, everybody. Tomorrow is it. If you want to see us over on Discord, you certainly can. Come join us on Discord. We often jump in there afterwards and chat and keep the chat going. Just remember, follow the rules, be respectful to each other. To me, Discord for the Dusty Wheel is about family and respect and kindness. And if that's not your place, I get it. There's a lot of other Discord channels. So keep that in mind and come see us over there on Discord if you'd like to kind of continue the conversation. That's it, everybody. Thank you very much for being at the Dusty Wheel. And as we say around here, good night and smash to black. You went right to kill it. Look at you, you're all ready. You're just done. I mean, this is like, this is really well.
And now I'm like, great, my turn?
And if you don't like that, and you want to say, well, Robert Jordan could have made the two rivers all white. He could have, but he didn't. So,
Just complimented me on my dress, and as you can clearly see, I'm
sad.
not
I see Lakomi as something along the lines of a Shada Haran analog.
It does make sense why it outlasted the breaking.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Therese in the show, because she's going to correct everything that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dusty Wheel Show. What? Meme Off Challenge! Yay!
Terrible, like baby face mounted on like a huge body. So like all of a sudden,
this is not just a traditional fantasy, right? There are sci-fi elements.
And just a moment ago, Rafe tweeted something. So let me get my guests in here with me, and
probably I would say put in 70-80% of the work. I got to be over the shoulder and be like, no.